just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run the toss. Oh, I'm out of space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give them 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Auburn lines up quickly.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4 dead inches, and they'll go for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Might be changing the route. Pulls and fires complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabs behind the line. It's Cobb. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job on this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. It's a running room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll try the outside to the left. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to scramble. The short hands, it's Lockett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Makes the grab. It's Cobb. Inside the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Using his legs, it's Cobb. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Going up top again. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
On target. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Manning. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try the run. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, they're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That's That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to take off. Turning on the Jets. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And he can flat roll, turning on the Jets like a Cam Newton or Nick Marshall. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Auburn lines up quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Auburn. And the comeback is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Go straight ahead. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick completion on the out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big...
It's a seam wide open. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Cobb.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. You just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thompson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, you know, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Hey, great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The screen, he can go. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you can tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down here.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Gets it out fast. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And the offense tried to get into their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Back to pass, it's Manning. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple of scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. The Tigers want to move quickly.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9. Making side adjustments here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open.
And it's his fourth interception of the game.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off play action on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
To the air, it's Manning. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He wants to change this route. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air. It's Manning. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Let's go. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It'll be third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. Running through contact. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive leads.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Tigers in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. From the gun on third down. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looking for blockers. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as it... Unit was there and ready. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. He's loose. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make
wide open spaces. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. A fair catch called for and made. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Fires to the right. He's got it. Bulldozes his way through. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Unloads to the wide out. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Back has it. Finds some fresh air. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Love. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Back to throw, it's Carr. Got his man on the outside. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ball. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll do it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Gators will hustle to the line.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Unloads quickly. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. This is a designed run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the... Oh, a lot of space. Lots of running room. The 40, the 30, he's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Riggs. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
He leaves it with his back.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Back open in the middle. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw. It's Flagway. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in.
Turning on the Jets. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Luis. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Using his legs, it's locked. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Floats it out in space. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Off the play fake. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
On the run, it's Ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Blackway. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Pauly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Dropping back, it's Carr. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the Heat. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give from the gun. This time he doesn't get it loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Toss sweep to the right. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Finds his man, it's Wilson. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going up top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The stress that a guy who can run that fast puts on a defense, even if it's a pass play, he has them on edge all the time.
Oh, the D coordinator. This guy gives them nightmares every night leading up to this game, because if you don't have people accounting for him and your eyes go to the wrong place or someone's out of position, that dude is gone.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Gators want to crank the tempo. The give to the tailback. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the Gators are rolling down the field.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The offense changing the play. Going for 6. Touchdown, Gator! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The AT unit on the field. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pauly. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Carr. Got it set up on the outside. Wide open spaces. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Irish send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Breaks free in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. So we open the final period with a third down play. Pulls and fired complete. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start.
Oh, he's getting it with a steam. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Love. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Probably need to pick up a few yards. From here, it would be a 62-yard attempt. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
That's reeled in. It's Love. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Toss to the outside. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. The screen, he's got wheels. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the ground, it's Daniels. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Working that left side. Oh, out of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Pauling. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Snagged out of the air. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And this say play to the final whistle, this offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.